Imagine waking up to the smell of pollution or not trusting your drinking water. Millions of Americans are affected by this every single day. It's a fact of life. Some Americans in particular, like those that live in Flint, Michigan, were affected by this, worrying about their drinking water. About 140,000 in particular were affected by lead poisoning and other contaminants in their drinking water. I'm here to talk about environmental justice and how it disproportionately affects those in low-income communities and minority communities. It's not just about the pollution, it's about the inequality and injustice of human rights. Whether or not you're in the affected area, environmental justice impacts all of us, and the degradation is not set to just one zip code. Understanding this issue helps us be more responsible as humans, voters, and just people that care for the planet. I've spent my time researching environmental pollution and politics and the intersection between social justice and environmental science. My goal here is to present the issues with clarity and facts and to provide human-backed evidence. I myself am from Michigan. However, I was not affected by the Flint crisis. I have friends that were directly affected and I had to witness it firsthand. Environmental justice regards to everybody, whether or not it be your race or your geography, wherever you're located. Everyone deserves a safe and healthy environment. It's not for everyone. So today, I want to show you the urgent need for environmental justice, the solutions that are already in existence, and what the world could look like if we take action or don't. Let's take a look at Moss Pilbert, Louisiana. This is a town founded by formerly enslaved after the Civil War. Today, it's currently surrounded by 14 industrial plants. The residents there have spoken on there's high rates of cancer and respiratory illness and even birth defects. One woman in particular, Christine Bennett, testified that she watched neighbors die one by one as the chemical companies denied any sorts of responsibility for these issues. According to the EPA, communities of color are 3 times more likely to live near hazardous waste areas. And in a 2021 study by Harvard Public Health, long-term exposure to air pollution actually led to increased rates of COVID death, particularly in Black communities. Environmental racism is not isolated, it's systemic. These injustices affect millions. 70% of African American counties are filled with companies that violate air pollution standards. Certain peoples, such as the Latinos, the farm workers, are exposed to toxic pesticides and not taken care of properly. And people such as the indigenous lack clean water, such as the Navajo Nation, which about 1 in every 3 households lack running water. These are not just environmental issues, they're racial issues and systemic issues. And now that we've seen the depth of the problem, let's see what can be done about them. Justice is achieved through policy, so in change of community and activism and green infrastructure. This power tool that can be used would be the Environmental Justice Act for All. This is a bill that will require the government to consider overall health and pollution of vulnerable communities, such as minority communities in particular. This solution would give the power back to the hands of the people, and it would strengthen the legal ability to fight polluting industries. There are a few ways to put this into place by supporting legislation. You fund your local initiatives that clean up toxic sites and provide jobs, and community voices through forums, educations, or just grassroots level of volunteering yourself. Now let's take a look at Richmond, California. It's a large Black and Latino community, and they've lived under the company Chevron. They themselves protested and did volunteering, and it led to the city passing strict regulations, and they even won lawsuits against Chevron to lower toxic emissions. Now, envision what the future would look like if we were to rise up or ignore. Imagine if every child in America would grow up breathing clean air, drinking safe water, playing in green spaces, job creation through renewable energy. Everyone is thriving. The community is holding polluting companies to higher standards and fighting for a healthy society overall. Now, imagine more cancer clusters, poisoned water, things like Flint, families having to flee due to fires and pollution. The privileged will continue to grow, the vulnerable will continue to decrease in regards to how they are protected. We've seen the need of environmental justice. I've explained the solution of change and activism, and now we've seen and visualized a hope for our future. What can you do? You can educate yourself on environmental issues, support organizations such as the Natural Resource Defense Council, contact your local representatives and demand stronger protections, and vote on policies and leaders that protect against environmental equality.